Hello.
My name is Governemnt. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire, and I'm conducting a street interview, and it is going to be evaluated as my academic purpose.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I have 4 questions to ask you, and feel free to answer. Don't hesitate to show if you know that. And yeah,
Come on.
the first one: what are the 3 branches of government?
Thank you for the question. Three branches of government are actually executive, legislative, and even judicial.
Okay, thank you very much. The second one: what does each branch do?
I don't remember if I can make it right. Actually, it's a trial. Executive branch implements laws. Legislative branch is aims at making laws actually, and even judicial judges laws according to real life scenarios or cases of the population.
That's fantastic. The third one: Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third one?
The third one, in the US, we've got many independent agencies, including like Green Party. So they assist, they help government to implement its decisions.
The last question: what is the process by which a bill becomes a law?
The process, I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, thank you very much for your help.
Thank you.
Hello. My name is Abel. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire University, and I'm conducting a series interview regarding the academic purpose. So I would like to request you the consent so that I can interview.
Yes, I don't mind. I'm available.
Thank you very much. I have 4 questions to ask you. The first one: what are the 3 branches of government?
If you remember very well, the 3 branches of government we have the legislative, executive, and the judiciary.
Thank you very much. The second one: what does each branch do?
What I remember is executive, which is used to implement the laws and follow them if they have been applied very well.
Thank you very much. The third one is Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third one? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The last one: what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law?
I don't know that the answer to that question.
Thank you very much for participating in this.
Hello, my name is Abel. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire. I'm going to be talking about the government branches. First of all, government branches. Okay, there are 3 branches of the government, including legislative, executive, and judicial branches. Legislative, judicial, and executive. And legislative is made up by the House of Representatives and the Senate. House of Representatives and Senate. Judicial is made up by the courts and judges. Moving to executive branch is made up by president, vice president, and even the cabinet. When we talk about cabinet, it's those independent agencies that's found in the United States, like the Green Party and others. Moving to the function of legislative branch. Legislative branch make laws. Judicial interprets the laws that was made by legislative. For executive branch, implement the laws that was interpreted by judicial government. Thank you very much. Hello, about the connections between the three branches. First connection is that all the branches, they deal about laws, but they do it in different ways. Another connection is that in some instance, legislative work together with executive, and for instance, president can suggest a law and legislative can veto a law or deny that law because they are not understanding that law. Uh, Another question is about how do they regulate each other. Uh, Legislative branch have the power of approving the decision of representing or repressing, the vice president. Again, legislative have the power of setting the courts to the interior of the Supreme Court. Another, legislative have the power of set judicial of courts. I'm going to talk about the third questions. Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Like the other parties that are in the United States are those independent agencies like Green Party and others, those parties that are claiming to those two major party systems. And the question of is that how did the two-party system start? In 1787, in that year, there was a man called Hamilton, and he worked together with other leaders, and they created a political party, and they named it Federalist. And in the following year, in 1797, the Jefferson created anti-federalists to fight against the federalists, and their members tried to rename their party as Democratic Republican. Jumping in 1828, they changed the name and became Democrats, and the leader of that party was Andrew Jackson, who proposed the name of Democrats. In 1854, anti-slavery force and the free of soil forces the Republican Party, and the forces and free soil they made of the Republican Party. I'm going to talk about the impact of Fed Party to the national politics. The minor party or those independent agencies spread out the ideology because they are not like prayed in any political party because they don't like support Republican or Democrats. Another impact is that sometimes the minor party they take off their votes and they choose to put it or to provide to another party or distribute their votes to another party which are competitive toward the national politics. The last question is about how a bill becomes a law. Actually, a bill becomes a law. They used like in 10 processes or approaches. The first of all is about the bill is born. This is like the proposal of an idea where the members of the Congress have to introduce to the House of the Representatives and the Senate. And the second process is about committee action. After the introduction of the idea of or the committee examine it carefully and they can see if that idea can pass or not. The third process is they pass through subcommittee review. When it ends from to be carefully explained or examined, the subcommittee focus on understanding
the views from the executive and other expert peoples so that they can gather those information and see if that uh, idea or bill can be passed or not. The fourth process is about which is called markup. This is when the subcommittee understand the hearings from expert and the executive, and the subcommittee meet to make some amendments and change to the bill and submit it to the full committee. Uh, the five process is about committee action to report a bill. This is when after receiving like some committee report, uh, the bill to the full committee votes and its recommendation to the House of the Senate or the representative. The sixth one, as the sixth step, is about voting. After the debate and approval of the amendment, the bill is passed or defeated by the members through voting. They vote if the bill can be passed or not. Another process, the seventh process, is about uh, referral to the other chamber. When the House of Representative or Senate passes a bill, it is referred to the other chamber where it is usually follows the same route through committee and through action. Another process is conference committee action. This is where the conference committee sit together and reconcile the difference between the House of Representatives and the Senate version. The ninth process is about final action. After both the House and the Senate sit together or has approved the law, it's just sent or submitted to the President. However, when it takes 10 days long without the approval of the President, the bill becomes automatically a law. Like the final process of a bill becomes a law is about overriding a veto. If the President veto a law or a bill, or veto or deny a bill, Congress may attempt to override the veto, or if both the Senate and the House pass the bill by two-thirds majority, the President's veto is overridden and the bill becomes a law. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you.